What's up everybody? Welcome back to Brock Fast. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining in. Today wanted to go over something kind of cool. You can see the Pulsar in the background there. Wanted to do a deeper dive into this car. I know a lot of people have been awesome about this car. I've been getting a lot of crazy requests, and it's cool to see a car that not very many people have. And so thanks already for the support on the channel with the new car. It's still really exciting for me, but today I kind of wanted to do a deeper dive into the car so everybody knows what it's all about and can see more about the car and what's been done to it, as well as some of the other things that I've got with the car that came with it that I think are super rad. The good, the ugly, the bad, everything that I kind of think about this car. But before we do that, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below what you think of this car. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are, but let's get into this. Let's show you the car and a little more in depth so you can see what we're working with and what we started with. So as far as the outside, I'm pretty happy with it. You can see it's very straight. Not many dents, bumps, or anything, scratches in this car for, being 31 years old. We can see here, we'll start over here with the hood. There's a couple things that, obviously are bothering me. There is some rock chips from when it was previously painted before. And as you can see, they kind of go through the front bumper. But I do remember roads out where this car was at are not the greatest. And, there is quite a bit of rock chips. Those aren't bugs, those are rock chips. So my plan is to paint the front bumper, paint the hood, and then I am actually going to get it ceramic coated and a paint correction. But as you can see, front mount's nice. One of the things I want to do is take off these when I get the front bumper painted, just get rid of them because I'm not going to use them. Front mount's in really good shape. So is the skid plate from Nissan is in really good shape. Over here we've got some of the mesh grill, and on this side it is missing, but I have 2 or 3 extras, but that's just because the intercooler is hitting those tabs. So I'm gonna try and figure out a new way to mount them, just to make it a little bit more even, because I do want something there. And of course I do have that, which apparently is pretty rare. But as you can see, again, pretty straight. I mean, there's not very many, dings or dents in this thing, and it just needs a good polish. It needs a paint correction. So I got lucky. The car isn't it was garage kept, taken very good care of. And we'll go around the whole body so you can see it. But, other than the front bumper, really, and the hood, I think those are the only things that I'm gonna need really to get repainted here. Tires are in excellent shape. They are pretty much brand new R888Rs. I think they had like 100 miles on them. We can go to the rear brakes. Rear brakes were new, new calipers. They're painted. The rotors were new, so you can see that. Really good shape. OZ wheels are in awesome shape. Even the flares are in good shape, which can be difficult to find. We'll go over to the front brakes. You can see here, it's got the Willwood 6-piston calipers there. And I don't know if you saw that. One of the things, let's see if we can get in there. If you see back there, that is the billet transmission, like bracing to hold that together under hard shifts. That was something I got really lucky with the car to have on there. So I'm very happy with that. Now, it does have these Nismo windshield. You can see it's kind of loose. I could pop them in and out, which is really nice. I'm really on the fence whether I want to keep them or not. What are your thoughts? Do I get rid of them? Keep them on there? They can pop right out, and that's something that I can do. I just am not sure. I'm not sure. I've never really been a fan of them, but I am glad that they are, something that we're able to just kind of take right out if we want to. But I've kind of left them in. I'm a windows down guy. So let's go to the interior. And this is something that I thought was really nice with this car, and something that I'm really happy with. It has gray suede. It has the steering wheel, the the GTi-R steering wheel, that's in awesome shape. But all of the interior was done. It was all redone. All the suede, same suede material that's here. Into the back seat, you can see it's all color matched. And then even the headliner was done in the suede, which is awesome. The dash was in really good shape. I gotta figure out a way to get these off without it ruining. I'm trying to do it little by little. Dash is in really, really good shape. The only little crack it had was that little guy right there. I don't know if you could see it. Let's see if we'll get around. It was that little guy right there, which I'm gonna wait. I'm probably gonna fill it with maybe some super glue. Hopefully that'll help with it. Get this thing to focus. OEM shift knob, which those are getting really expensive. It has the flare kit down below, which is awesome. And of course, you know, we have to have the umbrella. There she is. You know, that's a big part of having one of these cars. And it always seems so stupid, but us GTi-R people, us Pulsar guys, we love it. I think it's awesome. So I'm really happy with the car. I'm really happy with the interior. And you can see the pedals, the stock pedals barely show any wear. So I really, you know, the gauge cluster shows 57,000 kilometers. I don't know. The previous owner couldn't verify that either. But the way that there's no wear on the pedals and the things that are done in this car as far as shape, I think it could be close to that. Maybe not right on it, but it definitely could be close, which that's awesome and exciting. We are getting into the engine bay. It's beautiful, right? Now, something that really kind of bothers me, and I don't know if it happens to you guys, other owners chime in, the hood release latch that is in the cabin is insanely hard to pull. Like it's super hard. I think it's either too tight or it's going out, or this thing just doesn't want to pop. I don't know. I'm worried about it not being able to open here soon. If you have a remedy for it, let me know. But that is one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit. But let's get into this engine bay. We've got the front mount intercooler. It's got a cold air intake. Front mount, it's got the strut bar in the back. You can see here, the injectors are blue. Those are the injector dynamics. Those are 1,000cc injectors. I don't know if we can get it here with the light, but you can see here the turbo is definitely bigger than stock. That's a Garrett GT30. And see here, the downpipe and the manifold that it's got. I think it's running an OEM, just regular cast manifold with the GT30, but you can see it's got the downpipe. It's got a 3-inch exhaust. One thing I do want to get rid of, I like this intake. I like the way it is, but I don't really like how loosey-goosey this is. So I'm probably going to have something fabricated here that is more aluminum that would go all the way through, because I don't know. I don't like the way that this just rests in here. The other thing that I'm really happy about is the battery was relocated to the trunk. The washer fluid fill was very good. It has the BC coilovers here. And the strut bar is just, it's a pretty awesome looking strut bar. Goes all the way across here. I love the Nismo plate, the carbon plate. It just kind of makes it stand out a little bit and not be so plain. So for what I was told, the motor is built. It has pistons, rods. There was a little bit of head work done, and you know, the individual throttle body here, the intake plenum was painted black. So I'm very happy with this. I think the motor, right as of right now, runs really good, and you know, I'm just trying to figure out whether I'm going to up the boost or not. I'll probably get it retuned here eventually. It's running a Nismotronics ECU, which is awesome. Talked to one of our local tuners, Enthalpy, over here. We're very lucky in Florida to have him, and talk to him about what I want to do next. So I might do external wastegate, get a new manifold, and throw some cams in it, and get a retune, and let's see if we can get close to that 380 to the wheel mark, you know, and hopefully not explode a transmission. So we're gonna work on that. But I'm pretty pumped about how the motor work's been done. I love the engine bay. Needs a little bit of cleaning up, but I'll get that done. It's all part of having a project, right? So the other part I wanted to show you, yeah, that's me in the background. Hey-oo. All right. Watch this action. You see this? I'm not doing this. It does it all on its own. And we all know this is extremely, extremely rare. If you are a Pulsar owner, you know that most of the time you're holding this thing up, or you've got a stick or a broom or something. But I'm very lucky there. See, the battery was relocated to the trunk, which is awesome. We have our spare tire. We got some of our tools back there, which I need to probably get that toolkit back in there. And we have our nice strut bar. You can see here, bam, all the way across. Got a little air freshener, hey-oh. I guess it's a little stinky, I don't think so, but I think the speakers have been upgraded as well. Now the front right speaker does not seem to work, but I'm gonna check that out. So really happy with that. The trunk is in really good shape. You know, you can see here, it's like I said, it's all by itself. So that is something that I think is lucky, right? So we did get underneath the car. The exhaust system is incredible. Take your glasses off here. You can see it was all professionally done. 3-inch. I mean, it's a really, really nice system here. All custom done. I mean, look at the way it's mounted. I mean, it's incredible. It's really, 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 really well done. I'm very happy with that. Now we get to some of this other stuff here, and this is kind of where I'm a little, I don't know how to feel about it, because everything is coated. Everything's been coated underneath. But as you can see, these nuts and bolts over here have a little surface rust. And this is the only part of the car that seems to have a little surface rust. Now, I know this is common, and I know I'm probably nitpicking and being a little weird by it, but it bothers me. So I'm probably gonna have it all uninstall it, and I'm gonna get it all powder coated, because as you can see, the rest of the car doesn't have any of this surface rust. It's just this whole section here. So I'm probably gonna get that sandblasted, powder coated, and new nuts and bolts, because that does bother me. And probably gonna be upgrading the sway bar here soon. So I'm gonna have a lot of interesting, fun things to take care of here. So I wanted to show you some of the parts that we got with this. This is a spare transmission, came with the car. We've got the turbo elbow. We've got part of the throttle body over here. We've got all of some of the plastics. There's those grills I was talking about. All the little OEM parts off of the car came with it. I've got injectors. I've got the OEM blow-off valve. Here is the piece. Check this bad boy out. That is an OEM dash, and you can see it's nice and shiny. No cracks, no cracks. So we are gonna keep that thing nice and pristine, oiled up. Don't want that to crack. Here's some of the other parts that are sitting here. I'm not really sure what these are for. I hope someone can help me out. So if you know what these are for, let me know. I just don't know what they are. And under here, we've got that little piece here that's supposed to be in the corner that holds all our tools. And right in here, we have a GT28, a Disco Potato Garrett Turbo, which is pretty awesome to get with the car. I'm thinking about actually maybe installing that with, or maybe taking the GT30 off and putting that turbo on. What do you guys think? And right here, we have another OEM dash with no cracks. Now this one's been what they call, I think, flossed. It's an interesting, like, not material, but almost imagine spraying like Rhino liner on it. And this is going to be another spare that I'll have just in case. And I mean, that one is just freaking awesome. So got a lot of good parts with it. And whoop, what's that? That's an OEM windshield. That's right, new in the plastic, OEM windshield. That's a good one right there to have. And then over here, we have all the OEM Pulsar floor mats. So got a lot of cool parts with the car, got a lot of new parts, old parts, stuff that I've gotta have, you know, because those dashes, we all know those are hard to get. So you know, all in all, I did very well with this car and got a lot of goodies for it. So awesome. Yes, that's right. Lots of good parts. So it's really, I'm really excited about this car and yeah. So when it comes to drive, you know, I just realized I say so a lot, you know, if you've noticed in some of my videos. Any hoozle. So when it comes to driving this bad boy, I would say it's a ton of fun. The turbo spools up really hard. It's loud. The blow-off valve is loud. It's incredible. The only couple things that I have found out is that it does idle a little high. Idles at like 1100 RPM. It's a little high. I'm thinking one of the ITBs might be a little off or needs to be adjusted. And then fifth gear, if you shift into fifth really hard or like real fast, it will grind. So it's kind of like a and it's fine. I know, sounds, but it's okay. But if you really try to get in there fast, it does grind, which I'm glad I have this second transmission. The part that I'm curious about is if this is a common thing, so help me out on that. And then do I order a gear set for the spare transmission that I have? And we go just straight cut par gears and let's push this thing to like 400, 450 to the wheels. I'm kind of debating whether I want to do that or not, because obviously, I mean, gears are like $3,300. Then you got to have them installed and everything. I mean, we're looking at like $5,000 just for a good gear set. And, you know, is the juice worth the squeeze? Am I ever going to see that back? Is it really going to make a difference? Do I wait until I lose second or third or fourth and do it? You know, I don't know. What are your thoughts? The people that have done it, was it a good idea, bad idea? I'd like to hear that. But other than that, I mean, she purrs like a kitten. Right now she's on the battery tender and just stays in here charged. So I'm really, really happy with that way it drives. The other thing I've noticed that things can be a little floaty while we're turning. It takes a minute for the car to set, so I'm sure some of those bushings probably need to be replaced. So I'm looking at this full spherical kit and front and rear sway bars with all the new mounts. So that'll be coming soon. But other than that, driving wise, I'm really happy. I'm pleased with it. It's a lot of fun. So that's really kind of the deep dive to this car. It's in really good shape. I got a lot of good parts with it. I got a lot of, you know, it's a great car. It's an awesome car to start with. And there's only little things here and there that bother me, but hey, it's a 31-year-old car. Some things are gonna bother you, and that's why we have project cars, because I wanna fix all these things and just kind of tweak things here and there and make it my own. I'm really trying to get new wheels for it, but they are not in the country, the ones I want. So I don't really like waiting, but we'll see what happens. And that's probably what's coming on next. I ordered the Recaro seat, the planted seat base. So we're gonna do the Recaro. I wanna sit lower in the car. And, you know, I just really love the pole position, the way it fits with me. So that's coming up next for the car. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit more about the car and hearing about it and know what we're all working with here together, because, you know, you're part of the team. So I appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being part of the team. And thanks for watching today. Hope you had fun. I'll see you in the next one. Brock, go fast.